We're here with Jeremy Hart, the event director from Ford, who's taking these two, well, Ford Fiesta around the world in 60 days, or shall we say, LA to Sydney.
Well, the easy way to do it would be getting on a Qantas jet and going straight to Sydney. We'd be there in time for dinner tomorrow, but it's going to take us 60 days, yeah, you're right, to drive all the way from LA via New York, London, Dubai, Singapore, all the way down to Sydney.
Now, of course, the first question that comes to my mind is, well, there's a few oceans in between, so how are the roads in between?
You know what? The only thing we had to bear in mind is it's an urban car, it's a city car.
Right.
So driving across the Sahara Desert, driving across in the middle of the Gobi or whatever, not practical in a Fiesta. But we've found some really interesting roads to do in America, then in Europe, down through the Middle East, and then in Asia. You know, some fantastic driving roads. So I'm really excited.
Now, are there any planes or balloons or anything that are helping the Fiesta along the way?
No, we were going to take the same cars all the way around the world, but that would have meant, you know, a 10-day kind of wait for the cars to get across the Pacific or across the Atlantic or whatever. So we've decided to do it as a relay. So we'll do Mexican-built cars for the North American cars for the North American leg, and then we're going to use European-built Fords for the European Middle East leg, and then Asian-built cars for the final leg.
Well, I guess it kind of makes sense depending on which country you're in, right?
Well, also, I mean, Ford have just launched this in North America. It's been out for a couple of years in Europe and Australia and places like that. But it's now effectively a global car for them. So,
is that the reason?
That's why we're doing this. That's why we're doing it. But we're doing it for some really, really cool stories. Each day we're doing really interesting stories as we go along. Things that kind of show exactly where we are and what we're doing. We're going to the most expensive cowboy boot manufacturer in the world in El Paso, Texas.
Wait a minute, this sounds like more of an adventure, like some of those things that you craft. It's like, okay, we're gonna find an excuse for a holiday vacation for the Fiesta.
Well, and for us.
Oh, that's not you?
Yeah. Well, I got 3 hours sleep last night, so if we're going to do that for 60 nights, it's going to be a tough trip.
You are crazy. They're getting ready to do this, can I say, road rally from here to Australia, and he got 3 hours of sleep. I think you're ready and excited, aren't you?
We are. I tell you, the inspiration for this is that I was lucky enough to work with Ewan McGregor on his round-the-world motorcycle trip a few years ago.
Is he going to join you?
I wish. He's busy. But we went to Jay Leno's garage last night, so we've got our celebrity content already, and we'll be seeing other celebrities as we go around the world. But Ewan did that fantastic bike ride all the way around the world a few years ago, and I thought, you know what, I'm very lucky. I've been everywhere, driven everywhere, but I've never done all the way around the world, so this is the treat.
It sounds like his dream vacation he talked forward into doing. All right.
Yeah, don't tell my wife, though.
Okay, so where are you stopping along the way, and how did you end up planning the route?
The original idea, in fact, was London to New York, which is an iconic kind of route. But Ford had just launched the car in North America, so we decided to kick it off with a big run here in the US. So LA across to New York can take us about 2 weeks. Then we start again in Ireland.
Did you hear that? LA to New York in 2 weeks. This is not a bull run rally.
We're doing some cool stuff.
Okay.
We're doing big days, but we're also doing. The whole point is that you can follow us on Ford's Facebook site. There are a lot of media partners who are going to be taking calls. Wired are taking 2 pieces a week from us. We're doing a gadget test for them. We're doing all sorts of. So if you go to Wired.com, you'll see a lot of what we're up to. There'll be a lot of other media that take what we do, hopefully, and people will hopefully start blogging about us as well. So this is very much a live thing that sort of evolves. So, we're doing stories on fashion, we're doing stories on music, we're doing really cool stuff as we go along.
Did you know the Fiesta was that cool?
It's a funky little car.
So diverse.
It's a funky little car.
Okay, so some of the stuff, like the fashion, can you tell us about that, or the technology you're incorporating in it?
We're going to El Paso, and we're going to go visit Trey's Outlaws. We're going to go visit Lucchese. These are guys who make these fantastic cowboy boots. Oh, they're beautiful. Absolutely.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're doing that. We're going to go to Nashville, and one of the media that's coming with us has a beautiful voice, and she's going to record a song in the same studio that Elvis recorded in. Yeah, which is great. And then we're going to go learn how to be a barista, a coffee maker in Milan, Italy. We're going to a car dealership in Saudi Arabia, which is just for ladies. Ladies can't drive in Saudi, but they love cars.
What an adventure! I know you guys are on social media. This sounds like it should be, like on the cable or the prime time.
Well, we have a cameraman with us. We're filming this, and we're hopeful that TV network just will pick this up and
Do you need
run
any more volunteers?
Talk to Ford. Sure, it'd be great to have you along.
And along the way, because the Fiesta's right here, we've got, you know, these two colors. Are the colors going to be the same? And does the Fiesta itself get to celebrate, you know, with sombreros and the quesadillas and things like that?
Because, you know, this is obviously about the car, but we're doing this in a really authentic way. This is not meant to be an advert for Ford. You know, the fact that the car is taking us to these places, but you know, if you expect us to review the car on a daily basis and everything else, that's not what you're going to get from this. But we'll tell you our stories and our experiences as we go around. And obviously, those will include the car. And the fact that the car that you might expect to see in LA or in New York or somewhere like that is actually going to be taking us all the way around the world is pretty neat, I think.
I think that's very cool. This should be a lot of fun. So if people want to follow you and what you're doing, where can they find you on the internet?
Well, I think the best way to find it is on Ford's Facebook page. Okay. So I would go there first, and from there it's going to be all over the place. As I say, Wired are taking 2 pieces a week from us. There are other online outlets like the London Sunday Times. They're going to be running it. We've got a journalist from the London Sunday Times joining us at the beginning. We've got a journalist from News Limited, which is Rupert Murdoch's outlets in Australia. You know, because they're already talking about us down in Sydney. They're really excited that we're going to be turning up at the Sydney Motor Show with, you know, with our cars.
Oh, that's why Sydney. I thought you were going home.
No, I'm from England. That's halfway. You know, I'm going to pop home for a cup of tea, and that'll be the last decent cup of tea for another 10,000 miles. But no, we're going to Sydney because that's as far as you can go. You know, it's over there.
Okay. That sounds like a lot of fun. Well, you know, come join them, the Ford Facebook page.
Yeah. No, please follow us. We're going to have a lot of fun. Every day follow us, and the stories that we're going to be doing are really... You don't have to be into cars because we're doing gadgets, we're doing fashion, we're doing adventure, you know, we're doing really kind of neat stuff. So, you know, whatever your day's doing, if you follow us, we at least give you something fun to look at and follow somewhere else in the world anyway.
We'll be following.
Great.
That's great. Thank you.